Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Unavowed. So in the last episode, your shrink, she spared the life of a dragon, basically. And maybe I should have elaborated a little bit more eloquently about why I made the choice for that. Mostly because, first of all, it isn't right to murder it, essentially, because I'm pretty sure it would have died if it spent all of its power to grant such a ridiculously overpowered wish of Kevin's. And most of all, importantly, there's no justice in any of this at all. Mostly because, first of all, the dragon, it clearly doesn't want to be here. It doesn't want to be bothered by people. It doesn't want to be summoned by people throughout the centuries, being asked to get numbers for lotteries and stuff like that. Heck, the dragon probably has its own family back in its own realm. And what do we silly humans do? Or rather, what does, I guess, Kevin's family or other people do? They keep summoning it for money, for materialistic gain, essentially. And this time, however, it wasn't put back and it was starving to death. And when we freed Kevin, he's like, hey, I want more than what you offer all the time. Well, more than what you offer usually, that is. And essentially, he didn't care that it would die, and he said it so himself. And in my opinion, is keeping a restaurant really that much important if you can just rebuild one yourself? Heck, you won't even be able to keep your family name because you, right now, are a fugitive, essentially. You're gonna have to get a different identity altogether. So, what's the point? Essentially, you'll be caught and then put to jail, so your family legacy ends either way. First of all. Second of all, you could just rebuild the restaurant from scratch with your own actual effort and the bare minimum investments, I guess, and stuff like that, at least to get it going and build up your own name with your own effort. It's far more, how to say this, rewarding when you do it with your own efforts rather than just buying it. But anyway, that was just my reasoning. It was just completely uncalled for. Anyway, let's go downstairs.
Come on, kid, move! I just want to get a bit of target practice in.
I don't see what the big deal is.
I can't shoot the target with KK in front of it. I might hit her.
You know bullets just go through her, right?
Yeah, but it's still weird.
If it doesn't bother her, I don't see why it should bother you.
Why is she so keen to be shot at anyway?
She says it's fun.
Fun.
Different things are fun when you're dead.
I guess so, yeah. Anyway, let's talk to Logan, because I'm pretty sure we have some missing conversations from last time.
Hey, KK couldn't stop talking about your little jailbreak last night. Especially the part where you were sneaking around the men's locker room. Hey, I ain't judging. You did what had to be done.
Hey, thanks. Can I talk to you about KK?
She says it's okay, so go ahead.
Sure. Is she with you all the time?
Yep, pretty much all the time. She can't travel very far from me. Maybe a few hundred feet, half a block at most. So I couldn't shake her even if I wanted to. Not that I would. She's good company.
So it's not awkward having her around all the time?
Nah, like I said, KK's good company. See? She just made a farting noise with her mouth. More fun than Sammy's on a Saturday night, let me tell you.
What about when you have, company over? You used to be quite popular at Sammy's.
Jesus, you say that like it was a good thing. I had no idea who or what I was going home with most nights. I'll tell you this though, since I got sober, company hasn't been much of an issue for me. I just haven't wanted to. I couldn't tell you why that is, any more than I could tell you why I hooked up so many times when I was drinking. So having KK around hasn't cramped my style. At least, not in that way.
Well, I didn't mean to say it like if it was a good thing. You misunderstood me completely. Well, let's talk about something else then.
You got it.
Right, so what's going on over here?
Oh, KK's just messing with Vicky, that's all. I'd stop her, but it's not like I can make KK do anything. Plus, it's nice to see KK mess with someone else for a change.
You look very pleasant about it, or rather, very happy about it. Any thoughts on that last mission?
Kevin made his choice, and so did you. He'll be fine. $50,000 buys a lot of fine.
See you around, Logan. You too, KK.
Sure, we'll chat later.
Sure. Vicky, your turn.
So, dragons exist.
Yep.
One day I might have to go toe-to-toe with a freaking dragon? I see why Mandana was always training so hard. Speaking of Mandana, she's kinda taking a break today. She's in the study, so we're giving her some space. Anyway, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on with you?
Oh, Mandana said I could use that target for practice. I was thinking of all the bad guys we've seen so far. I figured I should brush up. Training here would be easier than the ranges I usually go to. Too many cops asking me awkward questions. Of course, they also have fewer ghost kids trying to psych me out. So, 6 of 1.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
I kinda get where Kevin was coming from. Heck, cop family going back a century here. It's who we are. And being the broken link in that chain, it hurts. Hurts like hell. It's like 100 years of Santina's are cursing me. So Kevin is angry and bitter. He might not get over it anytime soon, but he'll be okay. Eventually.
I'll see. Well, we'll chat later.
Right. Catch you later.
Yep, let's go downstairs. Eli, I haven't seen you in ages. What's up?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. Thanks, by the way, for bringing Mandana out to Chinatown. I think the distraction did her good.
Is Mandana doing okay?
Yeah, she's hanging in there, just as I am.
Any thoughts on our last mission?
My kids were around Kevin's age when I left them. They turned out okay. But they at least had each other. Poor Kevin has nobody. Either way, he seems like a smart young man. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
I'm sure he will. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Right. See you around.
Now, let's go visit Mandana. Hey, Mandana. Mandana stares into the fire, her expression unreadable. I know why. I know.
Hello. I was just processing the events of last night. The veil placed on Kevin should hold for at least 10 years. By then, the police will have long since given up searching for him.
So, how are you holding up?
I admit that it has been difficult, but I am managing. Hunting this demon helps. Eli told me that it gets easier, but never quite gets better. Perhaps he thought that was reassuring.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
I am not without sympathy for Kevin's plight, having recently lost a parent myself. But torturing and potentially murdering that innocent creature was a step too far. It was the right choice to refuse him.
And I think so too. I completely do not regret it. Should we start a meeting?
Yes. Eli said he had some information to share. It is time he did so.
You look kinda tired, Eli. You okay?
I'm fine. Too much fire reading. Takes a lot out of you. Anyway, information about Melcaressa was carefully guarded. Even with fire reading, all I found were fragments. But I did learn a few things.
Ooh, don't keep us in suspense.
Yeah. What are we dealing with here? You said yesterday that it had something to do with knowledge?
Yes, quite literally. From the bits I was able to pick up, the name Melcaressa is synonymous with knowledge.
What does that mean? It knows things? What kind of things?
Well, it knew about the Eddings house and, how to make them turn geist, which shouldn't be possible.
Indeed. It knew just where to strike, and who to strike against. Again and again. Only a creature with immense reserves of knowledge could achieve this.
Oh, which one should I say? So Melcaressa literally knows everything?
It appears to know more than we do for certain. It has a decisive advantage.
Knowledge is power? My dad used to say that all the time.
A trite phrase, but in this instance, quite true.
Huh. You know, this is a good question. If Melkarasa is so smart, how did it let itself be exercised?
You're right. It should have known we were there. Should have known how to avoid us, or stop us.
You really think so? I mean, I've taken a few boxing lessons at the gym, but I wouldn't last 2 seconds in a real ring. Knowing things isn't the same as understanding them.
Truly spoken, this Melkarasa is not all-knowing, nor all-powerful. It is important to remember this.
What would a spirit of knowledge need with the Pocket Realm?
I don't know. I only found accounts of people who used Melkarasa for information. Nothing about Melkarasa itself.
I guess when we find it, we can ask it.
So how do we stop it?
I don't really know. In the texts I read, nobody ever mentioned being possessed by Melkarasa. They just talked to it.
Talk to it.
Yeah, they'd summon it, then ask it questions. Usually about dark magic or how to defeat an enemy. And they had to pay in blood. Lots of it. People would die every single time. But Melkarasa was always correct every single time.
Nobody was ever possessed by a Melkarasa before me?
I didn't say that. I said there was no record of it. So maybe you're not the first.
So, meeting adjourned, I guess?
Yes, meeting adjourned.
Okay, let's go. We have another neighborhood to check out. Oh, this is much calmer music.
No, not now. Maybe later.
Oh?
Eh?
Not you. KK keeps asking to see that movie. Squirrel Team 13, Squirrels in London.
They're still making those? I saw the first with my brother Mitch when I was like 10. We made our dad play the theme song in the car for months.
Great. You had to mention the theme song. Now she's gonna be singing it all day.
Sorry.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna take Vicky this time and Eli, and I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to, I think, Wall Street. Bowling Green, Wall Street. So now it's Vicky's time to shine again. Wall Street, Bowling Green Station, 8:07 p.m.
This neighborhood is so darn clean.
I know. It's pristine. Everything working like clockwork.
I mean, look at it. Not a single pothole or cracked sidewalk tile. How can you trust a place like this?
It takes work to keep things this well maintained. You put in the work, you reap the benefits.
Yeah, but who's benefiting?
The city, the country, the world.
If you say so.
Yeah, maybe. Eli looks more relaxed than you've ever seen him. He stands taller. His steps are bouncier. Vicky's expression shows her obvious disdain for the neighborhood.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Eli? What is up? Do you know anything about the Wall Street area?
You kidding? This is the financial capital of the country. Maybe the world. This is where it all happens. Right here. In every boardroom of every building. Empires rise and fall.
Jesus, hyperbole much?
It's not hyperbole if it's true. I knew some good people here. Sometimes I wonder what happened to them.
You seem strangely happy, Eli.
Well, I am. This was my old stomping grounds, back in my mundane days. I spent half my life here. my firm had dealings with all the major banks. Homefed, Downey, Gibraltar. Of course, they're all closed now. Guess they couldn't handle it without me.
So, any ideas on what to do now?
We only just got here. Let's explore the area as much as we can.
Why do I keep asking it? Let's get back to it, Eli.
Right behind you.
Right, so Vicky, what's up?
Yeah?
Ever come here before?
Well, the ferry's nearby, isn't it? Everyone from Staten Island passes through here eventually. It's not like I have any other reason to come. The crooks here aren't exactly the kind we cops can touch.
Well, let's keep at it, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So we have this woman who is busy attaching a poster to the wall.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now.
This grand old clock peeks out of the evening mists. So, we have to a downtown residential area and to Wall Street, past a damp little park. Let's go to the park.
They sit in their tower, believing they are giants.
We
That they're
have
too important, too vital to fail.
the famous charging bull of Wall Street.
So they walk like giants in the clouds, looking down on us with disgust.
A monument to finance.
Nobody can see the truth. Nobody can see them for what they are.
His life depends on a sign.
Thieves, stealing our future, our children. And we let them over and over again. This building, this gleaming glass monolith, it represents all we want to be.
Oh?
But it was built on a foundation of lies and sustained by the gullible.
Are you alright?
All right? Society is being consumed by a terminal poison. We've been robbed and nobody sees it. So no, madam, I am not all right. I am in great pain, as we all are.
Can you tell me what's wrong? Maybe we can help.
Help? Can you help the ant under the fascist's boot? No. It is already too late. The battle is lost. The future has been taken, and nobody can help because they don't see.
They don't see. You don't mean void touched, do you?
He's touched, all right.
The only void is the dark emptiness inside the Grant City Trust. They are the cancerous tumor, poisoning society and stealing our future. But nobody sees it. They can't.
Huh. He's trying to say something, I get it, but... What are you doing out here?
Screaming into the abyss in the hope that someone hears me. Can you hear me?
Of course we can. Deaf grandmother's 5 blocks away can hear you.
You hear with your ears, but not your mind. You are asleep. Wake up! Please.
Our future's been taken?
Yes, yes, it has. Taken by us. For the benefit of them, the giants on high. Pity the few who are chosen. They know not why.
We are asleep.
Yes, because I am the only one awake. Please wake up. Please.
You don't mean literal giants, do you?
They believe they are giants, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers. But they are the losers. They would be nothing if it weren't for us.
Who are those... no. Actually, who are those giants again?
In the clouds, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers. But they are the losers.
Okay, the same thing. What is your issue with the Grand City Trust?
They are a cancer on society, taking our future, taking our lives.
You hate bankers, we get it. Don't get so carried away.
I mean precisely what I say.
I don't understand what you mean.
I know. I just hoped. No, this is my cross to bear.
Huh, interesting. Something is going on and it's not quite the regular protest that you may expect. Well, goodbye. We'll leave you to, whatever you're doing. And we have a GCT, a financial megacorp, dogged by scandal and accusations of underhanded dealings. Ooh. Well, let's get in, I guess.
Huh, another ghost. Jesus, listen to me talking about seeing ghosts like it's no big deal.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not. Everyone dies.
I know that. Thank you very much. I didn't need the reminder.
Interesting. Well, beyond the sliding door lies a spotless temple to capitalism. What am I doing here? This plant could do with some water. You know what? I think I might be in the wrong place. Maybe I should have gone to the other direction from the station.
Sit in their tower, believing they are giants.
Okay. Oh! The lady's gone. It looks like a poster for a missing child. Missing Elijah Cook. Age 3 months. Male. Race biracial, hair black, eyes brown, height 2 inches. Or 2 feet, I think. Address 387 Battery Place, apartment 4E. Missing since May 17, 2017. Elijah was last seen outside his home at 387 Battery Place. He was allegedly abducted from inside his stroller. He was wearing a tan knit cap and a white onesie. He's half Chinese, half Caucasian. Please contact the police with any information. Huh. So that's what the woman was posting. Interesting.
What's up?
Okay, nothing to talk.
Right behind.
So let's go this way then. To the residential area. Oh, finally.
I won't let one mistake destroy everything I've built. I won't. Too many depend on us. There's too much at stake.
Let's see. The investigators who lost their homes might disagree.
I know this, but I cannot worry about them now. The trust must survive. If we go down, it would be catastrophic. You told me you could make all this go away. Is this true?
Wow, she can. I wouldn't lie about something this important.
It's lying that got us into this mess. Be sure to remember that. Listen, Miss... What was your name again? It is not my nature to trust anyone, least of all a stranger. And yet, I think you're the woman for the job. Whatever it is you need to do, do it, with my blessing.
You won't regret this, Jason.
Let's go to my office and discuss this privately.
Something tells me this help doesn't involve a low-interest loan.
Is everything all right? Should I call an ambulance?
Oh, hi. No. Our friend is just having an episode. She gets them sometimes.
No, never mind. It's not my problem.
See? Totally fine.
Well, you seem all right. Just be careful around here. Just be careful.
Well, that was awkward.
A bit, yeah. Well, we have the name called Jason, I think.
So, about Kalash.
Oh?
I've lost friends in the line of duty before. It always sucks. I'm sorry.
Sucks, yeah. That's one word for it.
I mean it. I didn't know him for very long, but he seemed like a good guy.
I can't say he was a good guy, but he was a guy that tried to do good. It's all he ever wanted to do. Maybe that's enough.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't make it better though, does it?
No, it definitely does not.
Alright. Well,
What's up?
what is up? So, any ideas now?
This Jason in your vision. We need to find out who he is.
Well then, let's get back to it.
Right behind you.
I guess maybe that screaming guy might help, or the fancy city trust building.
They sit in their tower, believing they're giants.
Oh, I can ask him about the giants again. Well, we'll leave you. Sorry. I guess we gotta go in then. Cool, so we have a portrait. A portrait of an imperious-looking older man gazes down at you. Ah, so this is Jason. Jason Grant. He died in 2017, so he's dead. Born in 1944, so maybe Elijah knows him. Or someone else does, considering that this is a financial district.
Hey, look, this guy's name is Jason. Didn't you call that guy Jason in your vision thing?
Jason Grant? I don't believe it.
You know this guy?
Sure I know him. Well, knew him back in the 60s. Jason was just a fresh-faced kid then. He sure got old.
Yeah, he did. He sure did.
What's up?
Oh, he has nothing to say.
Right behind.
So I just check occasionally. So we have a security guy. This man seems bored, but happy. A stack of cards for visitors to leave messages on. A bank of elevators to usher you into the inner sanctum. Jesus, I'm not pronouncing my words correctly. So hey, guy.
Hey, folks.
Wait, are you Robbie Siegel?
Yeah? Do I know you?
You know my dad. You guys used to go boating.
No friggin' way. Rick Santina's kid? Vicky?
Yep. Hi.
Don't you Santinas melt if you leave Staten Island? What are you doing here?
Long story, but my friend's got a couple of questions for you. She's on the level, I swear.
I'll do my best. What's on your mind?
Huh. You know Vicky's dad?
Know him? I was the best man at his wedding. Ah, damn it, I missed the last anniversary barbecue, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Don't worry about it.
Next year, I promise.
You're open late.
It isn't late in Beijing, or in Australia. Global world of finance. Someone is always working here, which means someone is always at this desk.
Do you know Jason Grant?
Not really. I mean, he walked past the desk every day. He'd say hello, but we never really talked. I guess we never will now. Poor guy.
How did Jason... Sorry, not Grant. Grant. How did Jason Grant die?
Had a heart attack just outside the door. Was waiting for his car service when, poof, out like a light. The guy was fit, too. Well, fit for a 73-year-old.
But it was still natural causes?
You work in a case, Santina? I'll save you time. Totally natural. The guy was just stressed out. I don't care how in shape you are. If you can't relax, you're not healthy.
Huh. So he was stressed.
Well, like I said, I saw him every day. We didn't talk much, but he was always laughing and joking with people. But towards the end, he was always alone. He never laughed. He never smiled. He looked, well, stressed. Maybe it's the economy. You keep hearing it's bouncing back, but maybe he knew something we plebs didn't.
Can you tell me more about Jason Grant?
Well, he named this bank after himself. I honestly don't know much. Nice enough guy, but I don't know much else. Sorry.
Who's running the bank now that the founder is dead?
That would be Roy Fellows. I don't know much about him.
Why's that?
Because I never see the guy. If he ever comes and goes, it's never when I'm on shift.
You don't know anything about Roy Fellows?
No, like I said, I never see the guy. But the lights are still on, and I still get paid, so I figure he's doing all right.
Can I go in?
Sure, just show me your ID and I'll buzz you right in.
I don't have an ID. Can I go in anyway?
I shouldn't, but, what the hell. Go right ahead.
Ignore him. He's so full of shit, Robbie.
And you talk just like your old man. Don't ever stop. Sorry, I'm just messing with you guys. The late shift gets boring. What can I say?
Thank you for your time.
See you around.
And by the way, if you haven't realized, because you probably didn't play the Blackwell series, He was in the very first game of the Blackwell series. There you go. He was one of the guards in the first game, so yes. We see another familiar face. And we cannot go in. So we have a name, Roy Fellows. So maybe our lovely protester knows him.
Sit in their tower.
Oh, we have far more conversations now. Are you familiar with Jason Grant?
He was crushed.
Crushed.
Crushed by the tower edifice of evil that he created. The future was taken because of him. It is as they say, what goes around comes around. He deserved no less.
Come on. Nobody deserves to be crushed to death.
Do not doubt me. My name is Hugh Kravitz, and I speak the truth.
Ah, now there's another name, Hugh Kravitz. Do you know Roy Fellows, the new CEO of the Grand City Trust?
He rests at the top of the towering edifice. All answer to him. He answers to nobody. Fellows is untouchable.
I see. Well, we'll leave you to whatever you're doing. Now, I guess maybe the security guard has more information about Hugh Kravitz? Hi, can I speak to you again?
Hey, folks.
Hey!
Robbie, didn't you used to work the desk at Bellevue Mental Hospital?
For a bit, yeah. Hated it. The lights were always on the blink, and the radio never worked. This place is better. They're just as crazy, but at least they're crazy rich.
There you go. There's the full reference to the first Blackwell series. Just right there. Anyway, do you know Hugh Kravitz, the protester outside?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Jesus, the cop clam up.
Huh?
That's what we called it. Whenever an older cop wouldn't tell us something. It didn't work when my dad used it, and it sure ain't working for you.
Jesus, you're a Santina to the bone.
Cut the bullshit, Robbie. Spill.
Fine. It's not like you can't look this up online anyway. Hugh Kravitz used to be a vice president of this bank.
Hugh was a vice president of this bank? What happened?
Vicky, I could always trust your dad. Can I trust you too?
Don't worry. Your lips, God's ears, etc.
Okay. Hugh caused a big scene here. Everyone's trying to keep it quiet. He was a real up-and-comer type. Was just promoted to vice president. Then he went a bit nuts.
Nuts?
Yeah, he snapped. He took a bunch of documents, set them on fire, and threw them into the cubicle pen.
Jesus.
I told you, nuts. He nearly burned the whole place down. So he's fired on the spot. The next day, he's out there, carrying that sign and screaming his head off.
I see. Well, thank you for your time.
See you around.
See you around, so... Eli! Can you do your fire reading over here?
What's up?
Could you fire read?
I'll do my best. What do you need?
How about the documents that Hugh set on fire?
I don't see why not.
Thank you, thank you. So, what do we have here? Financial sector profits as 8% of all domestic corporate profits. Interesting, it was rising all this time and then it just plummeted all of a sudden and then just rose again? Wow, okay, that's something weird. Everything I say is a lie. No, 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 no. I cannot see what this says. Please let me confess. I will burn it, I promise. Again, something weird. I took your child, Travis. Fellows made me do it. I'm so sorry. Fellows made me do it. Fellows made me do it. I can't confess. I can only write it down, then burn it. I can't break free. I can't escape. Help. Someone. Poor guy.
Jesus. A kid. He took a kid.
Shit. Should I call the local precinct? I know a few guys.
I think this might be a little out of their league.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Sit in
can
their
you help
tower,
us?
believing they are giants.
Is it true that you were a vice president at the Grand City Trust?
that changes nothing. I have witnessed the corruption firsthand. The poison, the festering malignancy, the
what?
nothing. Nothing at all.
We heard you set a fire in your office.
A fire was set. By who, I cannot say.
It was by you. You set the fire. Robbie Siegel just told us.
I cannot say.
We read your confession.
What? You mean you can see? See the truth?
Sure, we can see the truth. You took a kid.
Come on, fess up.
I can't.
Right. Your confession said you couldn't talk about it. So you're under some kind of compulsion.
The truth hurts. Hurts my head. It hurts so much.
Then maybe you shouldn't have taken a kid.
Look, Hugh, we want to help you, but we can't if you don't give us something. Anything.
I cannot speak the truth. I did not kidnap a child.
Wait, you're lying, right? So you're saying you did?
Mr. Fellows did not force me to steal a baby boy. That boy was not named Elijah Cook. The boy did not belong to my closest friend and co-worker, who I can't look in the eye anymore, and God help me!
Oh,
What the hell happened to him?
He tried to get around his compulsion. It was strong. It fought back.
We can't just leave him here. I'm calling an ambulance.
Hopefully his brain isn't fried.
I hope so too, for his sake.
We've done all we can for him. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we have to at this point. Well then, there was that poster about the missing kid. I think it was Elijah Cook, right? Yeah, Elijah Cook. The address, apartment 4E. I believe it's just over here, where the woman was. Strong wooden doors form a barrier to a pleasant apartment building. Hardy plans bring a touch of nature to the, big city. The dim light from these lamps scatter on the wet street. Buzzers for individual apartments. Yeah, we need a buzzer. She lived in 4E.
Yeah, who is it?
Hi, my name is your shrink. I have some information about your missing son.
You do?
Can we come inside to talk about it?
Yes, of course. I'll buzz you in.
Thank you.
You're the one who collapsed on the street earlier, weren't you?
Low blood sugar. It happens.
I honestly don't care. You said you have information about my son? It's been 3 months. I thought the police had given up. But you're not really the police, are you?
No, but you can trust us. We want the same thing you do.
Trust you? I don't even know you.
Vicky Santina. The guy in the hat is Eli.
I see. Appropriate.
Appropriate?
Nothing. Everyone thinks I made it up. They think I'm crazy. But I know what I saw. I know what happened.
You can trust us. Whatever you tell us, we'll believe you.
He disappeared right in front of my eyes. I took him out in the stroller. We go running in the morning, and he just vanished.
You mean that literally?
Yes, I mean that literally. He vanished. I saw him smile. I heard him laugh. He always laughed when the sun hit his eyes. Then he just melted into nothing. I thought I was having a breakdown. I thought I left him in his crib or something. But I looked everywhere. He was just gone. The police don't believe me. They think I was negligent, that I left him alone, that I'm a bad mother. But I'm not. I saw what I saw. He disappeared.
I'm so sorry.
I don't need sorry. I need him found. You said you had new information. Is that true?
Yes, Hugh Kravitz was forced to do it by his boss at the Grant City Trust.
Hugh. and the Grant City Trust. I never liked that place. I never liked this city. We should have just stayed down in Florida.
Can we ask you a few questions about what happened?
Sure, whatever it takes.
I didn't know Hugh Kravitz.
He was friends with my husband. They're co-workers, or rather, they were co-workers. Hugh got promoted a few months ago. We had him over to celebrate. It was... Jesus. It was the night before Elijah disappeared. I never noticed that connection before. Why would I? But how? Why?
We don't know. I'm sorry.
What about Hugh? He's always outside the bank. Did you ask him?
He's kind of unconscious right now.
Of course he is.
She sounded like he's always unconscious. Okay. Why was Hugh protesting outside of the bank?
I don't know. He would never talk to me. He wouldn't look me in the eye. I guess now I know why.
Do you know Jason Grant?
Didn't he, die? I don't know much about him. Sorry.
How did Elijah disappear again?
Like I said, I took him outside for a walk in the sun. Then he just disappeared. I didn't imagine it. I know what I saw.
Your husband works for the Grant City Trust. Can we talk to him?
Travis doesn't live here anymore. He went to a hotel, I think. He won't tell me where.
Your husband moved out?
Yes, he did. He says he can't look at me. He can't talk to me. He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm the one who lost Elijah. Maybe I can't blame him. I don't know.
That's awful. Families should stick together in times like this.
Maybe, but we're not family anymore.
Of course you are.
Tell him that, if you can find him.
You moved here from Florida?
Yeah. Cedar Key. Born and raised. Same as my husband, Travis. He applied to the Grant City Trust on a whim. Didn't expect to actually get hired. And now, here we are.
Can we take a look around?
If you think it will help, I'll just be here.
Yep, oh my gosh, so... Kidnapping of a child. Why would the guy need that? I have no clue at all. But anyway, we're gonna have to find that out in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye bye!